Dispatch in LoadCall for organizations that are using planned routes with multiple pickup locations and a singular drop-off that get repeated on a regular basis is a little different than the dispatch boards for more flexible on-the-fly dispatch, where every day the driver's loads are dependent on what customers calls in. And so some of the videos in this support page are going to show some more options that may or may not be relevant, but we're going to cover the relevant ones here for planned routes, where it's the same route on a daily or weekly basis in here. So a couple of differences in here is you'll notice there's a lot of these buttons have been removed. It's a more simplified experience since you don't have to deal with a lot of the other complications that come from on-the-fly dispatch. But we're going to go ahead and start with a green Create Routes button. So if we click on this, we have to choose one of our planned route patterns, and it has to be locked. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Texas Test as the route that we want to build out, and I'm going to click Add Planned Route to the board. Now after I click on this, it's going to go ahead and build the route, which can take a few seconds in order to generate job ID numbers and everything and make sure that the route is good to go. So in here you can see over here on the side, we now have this Houston East, which is an unassigned route. I can click on the View Route button to see exactly where the driver's path is, as well as the estimated transit time and the total mileage to complete it. So up here at the top right, if I wanted to delete this route, I could go ahead and click on this and click on the Delete Planned Route. And then as you see through here, you can see each of the different points that the driver is going to be hitting, and then the final destination here, or in this case, a FedEx in Houston. In order to assign this route, all I have to do is click and drag and put it on top of a driver. And if I do that, it's going to go ahead and assign route. And this can also take a second to get everything in there. And it's going to assign it in the order that was best optimized. So the driver on their tablet is going to see go to TX51 Houston, then go to the TX73, which if you can't read the whole thing, you can hover over the icon and see the name right there. So that's the Thursday only TX73 Pearland, etc. So they have all of their loads assigned right here. And if you want to unassign or remove this set, if this driver is calls in sick or has an issue with their vehicle, then you can go ahead and remove this route and give it to another driver by clicking on the driver icon. And in here, you can go ahead and click on the Houston East, this assigned route at the top, and unassign it, which will move it back over into the unassigned category. So that takes a second to do, and you can see we're back to the way we were. So if I want to reassign it out, I can give it to a different driver. I'm just going to give it back to this test driver right here. So those are the main things. That's pretty much all you have to do to dispatch a planned route. The planning has already taken place. You've built it, and then you give it to the driver here. And as they complete it, these will turn green as they're working on them, and then blue as they complete them in there. And then if you click on the info icon, you can see that the jobs window is pretty much the same as in other parts of the product. You can go into tickets and view any measurement information that they may have collected, any pictures they've taken, serial codes they've scanned, things of that nature. So yeah, that is the main differences here. It's a much simpler dispatch than some of the other more complicated dispatch systems that may occur in other trucking industries. But that's all you have to do in order to dispatch your loads after you planned them out.